Okay, time to go head down to the serial killer bathroom and see how everything is doing in our grow room. I'm still a villain. My dogs keep wanting to go outside because something is out there that they want or wants them. I don't know, but I do know we have a cougar because we have pictures of its paw prints. But yeah, we know it's a cougar because there are no claw marks and cats are the only ones who retract their claws. And it's massive. All right, serial killer bathroom, here we go. We have green. So our top tray is all of our onions. There we go. And I will eventually trim these tops and use them as chives and just continue to let them grow. So this portion of the tray is doing really well, but these babies over here just aren't very happy. So we will see if they start to pop up. This has been about 3 weeks. And there are still others that are trying to pop up. So I have not given up hope on this side of the tray. The topsoil does look a little dry, but it's really not. And I keep spraying it down, but I tend to wait until nighttime when I turn off the lights so that it doesn't just keep drying out, and that way I can soak it up at least a little bit. But I'm not seeing any sproutage in those ones, which is fine. Like I said before, if the onions don't work, I can always buy onion bulbs. Go down here. These are the majority of our herbs. Well, that got dark. There we go. And a lot of these were supposed to have a lot longer germination rate, and some went a little psychotic, while others are doing normal or have not sprouted yet. But these can take up to 30 days to germinate, and they will all germinate at a different rate. So that is very, very normal that some of them have not germinated yet. So I'm not worried about it. We are all good there. Let's see if I can get you to the peppers. This angle's a little hard because they are on the bottom, but we do have some peppers popping up. These are popping up very random, which is fine. And yes, I do have a little bit of the tomatoes that we planted last week are starting to pop up, but I don't want to remove them from their nice cozy home. So this is why we have such an odd angle. And when you get this green fungusy type stuff on top, just let it dry out a little bit and it will eventually go away. You don't want to keep watering it if you have that. It's going to happen every once in a while, and as you can see, things over here are growing through it, so it's not a horrible, horrible thing. Then we have, let's get the lighting here. Okay. Then we have our herbs and flowers that we planted last week that are all going a little crazy. So we will run upstairs and check against the spreadsheet, make sure we know everything that's coming up. Rows 10 and 11 on here haven't popped up yet, but they may just have a longer, this is an insane germination. This quickly. I mean, I was shocked. Like, these popped up within just a few days and now they're just going bonkers. So those are probably going to have to be uppotted fairly quickly. I think these might be the echinacea. Or one of the echinaceas. I'm not sure. I can't remember what we put there. That's why I have it in a spreadsheet. But even my columbine's coming up, which is fabulous. All right, now an update on all of the lights and everything. All right, so over the peppers, we have the expensive grow lights, and they're doing as well as they normally do, and they're great. What I was worried about was these cheaper grow lights right here, which aren't even really grow lights. They are just LED shop lights. That's it. I was really worried about them because they are very much cheaply made. However, everything's growing perfectly great. So I will go ahead and throw the link to these in the description below. I got 10 of these sets for, not sets, I got 10 lights for $60. Whereas the actual grow lights I have on the bottom were 4 for $60. So you'll save a little bit of money. You do not have to have actual grow lights. They just need light. So a little flimsy, but if you're just getting started and you need a cheap way to do it with a lot of light, then that's the way to go. My shelves, of course, are holding up really well. The PropTech trays aren't going to go anywhere. I mean, they're going to last me for the rest of my life, which is why I spent the money on the PropTech trays and really good trays after I figured out how much I love to garden. I did not want to keep replacing things every single year. However, if this is your first year gardening, again, just get the cheap trays. Make sure you enjoy it. It is something you want to do every year before you go out and spend 2 tons of money on really good seed starting trays. if this is something you discover that you really love to do and you're going to do it every year, that's when I suggest investing the money into those really, really nice trays. I think this year, the reason these are doing so well, one, I have an indoor growing space that is not just randomly around my entire freaking house being attacked by cats, of which we have 6 now, because the universe loves me and keeps giving me cats. So 6 cats, 3 dogs, like 9 chickens. We have all the animals. Oh, and I have 2 doves living in my garage because one got hurt and I couldn't just set it out into the wild without being able to fly and defend itself. And then the other one came when it was here with its partner, and its partner got hit by a car, and then Pidge, my dove, went out and made friends with it and brought it into the garage. So now there are 2, which means I had to buy a pressure washer so I can clean my freaking garage this spring. It's all types of fun up in here. Let's see, are there any other updates in the grow room? Not that I can think of. I mean, it's growing. Hence having a grow room. It's growing. It's doing what it's supposed to do. The heater I have is very, very old. So I did not spend extra money on buying a new heater. Like, yeah, this room is terrifying, y'all. This is the heater. It's actually my husband's heater. It's a Polonus. So I have no idea how much it cost. I have no idea where he got it. Just, it works. And it's fabulous. The rest in here needs a ton of work. Like, we just had the bug guy come out and spray. So hopefully I can get into those cabinets and get them cleaned up. But it's just terrifying. There's like crap all over them that I just don't even really want to know what it is. So far, also behind me, close your eyes because I'm going to spin you around. I have a fan going. I couldn't get it on a low enough setting. So I just put one of the PropTech trays in front of it to sort of calm down the airflow because its low setting was super strong, and I'm not trying to kill my starts. I'm trying to mimic a light breeze outside. So maybe as they get stronger and more adult, I will remove that PropTech tray and let the full airflow go through. But so far, the serial killer bathroom is working really well on growing things. So I'm super happy about that. I do have some more grow lights to put up because I was really worried about these cheap ones, and I didn't really trust that they were going to work. I should have trusted that they were going to work. But I grow a lot of plants because I have a lot of space. I have a lot of space to grow them and to try new things. We bought the property next door. You can check out the demo video of the house that was sitting there that was just absolutely destroyed, and the cleanup of half the property. I plan on using that as testers because I do not have the funds right now to build out exactly what I want to build out over there. So I can toss whatever I want into the ground and see how it grows and how fertile the soil is this year. So I'm just going to plant as many seeds until my heart is content, and then we will find a place for them, or give them away, or sell them, or do something. I don't know yet. But that is the plan. It may become deer food, honestly. A lot of my garden becomes deer food. They're supposed to stick to the outside of the garden, and they don't agree to the deal. I'm going to have to work on that. Okay. I am squatting, and I'm not too old for this, but I'm not exactly super young anymore either. So what I've been doing to upkeep on my starts is I just keep this water bottle right here. I put about a half cap full of Neptune's Harvest in it. The rest is filled with water. While these are inside, I do not do a lot of bottom watering. I do very little of that because it doesn't have real light. It's not going to soak it up like it would if it were outside. Once I go to harden these trays off, yes, I will bottom water like the dickens because the real sunlight's going to soak up and dry them out really quickly. However, in here, I just want to make sure that these tops stay moist. So up here, I just take my bottle, and this is going to stink because the fertilizer just stinks. It does. Just be prepared. And we are going to simply spray it. And I don't have it on a stream. I have it on the poof. I don't know what that's called. Whew. Well, that's a bit stinky. So that I'm not like beating the crap out of my plants. And then I will just do that just to make sure everybody remains happy. And I'm actually not going to do the bottom one. I almost forgot. Because I need that one to dry out a bit so the green stuff goes away. The other tray was bottom watered not too long ago. It's doing great. And I just took the plastic off of it. So it doesn't need anything else right there. For a room that has so many freaking lights, trying to get myself not to look like a villain in a freaking anime cartoon is insane. So we are back in the grow room. It's been a few days, and I wanted to talk about what happens if our little babies are looking a little not happy. So in some of my trays, something went awry. I don't know what. I came down, I recorded what they looked like, showed y'all what they looked like, and they were super duper happy. I came down 2 days later to check on them, and everything was like, I don't know what made them go, but they went. So what I have done now, they are looking quite a bit better. I went ahead and laid a top bit of soil over. I went ahead and put over some compost on the top because as the compost we started with gets wet, it's going to, what's the word? It's going to shrink. It's going to get smaller. So I just laid over some more compost over the top. I gave them a really good water and they have started to perk back. There is a little bit of standing water in the bottom of the trays. I'm going to let them soak up all of that water before I do anything else. There's a few little dry pieces on top, but I wanted to soak up all the water from the bottom first. That top layer is new compost, and I know the seeds are beneath that, so it's not affecting the seeds to get them back to healthy. But everything seems to have bounced back. All right, so having the seedlings grow and just see the green gets me really excited for the yard and getting out there and doing things. And since we're having a little bit of warm weather, that's what's going to happen this weekend. We've had Greg come back, the excavation guy who did the property next door, and clean up a whole bunch of, what is it called? It's really early and I just don't have words, y'all. I could drink a pot of coffee and still not have words at this point. It's been a week. What did he do? He pulled up all of the dead trees, which were just covered in poison ivy, and it was spreading. He cleaned up all the trees around the pond so we can actually see the pond. So this weekend's plan is to either get the weed block down or let the chickens just eat their way through everything. I think I want to release the velociraptors. Pretty sure I want to release the velociraptors on everything, but I have to clip their flying feathers first because they tried to feed themselves to the dogs again. They think the dogs are their friends because the dogs watch them and talk to them through the fence. The chickens' tiny little velociraptor brains don't understand that the dogs just want chicken dinner. That's all they want. They don't want to be their friends. They want a yummy chicken dinner. So I'm going to clip their little flying feathers so that they can't jump the fence. So eventually we can put up our Starkline electric fence and give them more room because it's just massively huge. And I eventually want to have our little velociraptors go into the garden and clean all that up for me at the end of the year. Just mow it all down. Between them and the deer, I should have a whole armada of just free, happy animals to do the things. We're also going to try to put in a solar door I'm going to try to put in a solar door on the chicken coop, and we need sunshine for that. I've barely seen the sun in 3 weeks, y'all. I need the sun. But the excitement is real. I'm super happy that there is greenery downstairs. It's a little bit, just a little bit, but there's green and it's hope for spring and it's super awesome. I can't believe my chair has stayed still. I spent 5 minutes just spinning around in circles trying to get this chair to stay still because nothing in the house is level still. But we're getting there, and after this weekend when we do the outside, we have to wait to do a few more seeds because I can't start them this early. Eventually the seeds in the basement, well, they're starts now. The starts in the basement are going to go out to the greenhouse to get real sun, real heat, and all of the fun things. But I think I should wait until the end of February just because it's February and I live in the Midwest and Shiz is going to go down eventually, probably around my birthday, like normal. So I don't want them to die. The peppers would most definitely die out in the greenhouse. So we're not putting those out there. The cold weather ones would probably survive, but I don't want to chance that quite yet because they've been babied so much in the house. I'll have to do it slowly over time. But on that note, that's what we've got for right now. I hope you guys continue to grow a garden with me. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get back outside and do the things. I miss being outside. Does winter suck for anybody else? Like, I love the cold because there are no bugs and I can go outside and do my things and not have to worry about spiders on my head or mosquitoes or those little tiny midget gnat things that suck and I'm allergic to, so they land on me and I welt up. They don't even bite. They saliva on you and then I get welts. But worth it to have my hands in the dirt and to just be outside and breathe clean air. The house gets so stuffy, it's insane. All right, thank you all for sticking around and I hope to see you again soon.